Due to the mournful loss of OJ's financial situation, the SMAAC Hour will not be airing a new show this week. We regret the inconvenience to you, the viewer. We promise a new show sometime in the future, but for now, an encore presentation of the SMAAC Hour, otherwise known as a rerun. Tonight.
God. Is that your ass? Oh, that's not my ass. Is that your ass?
No, it's not my... Is that your ass?
Oh, it's terrible.
I wiped after I went this morning.
Sometimes wiping's not enough.
Really?
You need rancid ass powder.
Wow.
It comes in 50 different flavors and 75 different scents. Rancid ass powder. You should try it.
Elevator!
Wow. Much better today.
It smells good.
It smells sweet. I like it.
Because I used rancid ass powder.
Rancid ass powder.
It works. Hold that door.
Here's a picture, bud. God. Is that your... God. Is that your ass?
Oh, that's not my ass. Is that your ass?
No, it's not my... Is that your ass?
Oh, it's terrible.
I wiped after I went this morning.
Sometimes wiping's not enough.
Really?
You need rancid ass powder.
Wow.
It comes in 50 different flavors and 75 different scents. Rancid ass powder. You should try it.
One day later...
Wow. Much better today.
It smells good.
It smells sweet. I like it.
Because I used rancid ass powder.
Rancid ass powder.
It works.
They're doing what SMAAC Hour deals on it.
Hi, we're back. We actually went anywhere. Well, let's get the top 10 list out of the way so we can get on with the show. Our top 10 list for this evening, or the top 10 category rather for this evening, is the top 10 reasons that you would want to watch the SMAAC Hour. Starting with number 10. You want to send a clear signal to the rest of your family that you're in deep need of psychological help. Number 9. SMAAC Hour news is more accurate than network news. Number 8. 2 words. Beautiful Thelma. Number 7. You just might see something different than you did last week. Might being the key word. Number 6. It's recommended by Howard D. Number 5. If you're feeling inferior, it's bound to improve your self-esteem. Number 4. A chance to truly experience state-of-the-art technology in the hands of a complete idiot. Number 3. Because Thelma is actually cuter than your wife. Number 2. Because Marge Crack is actually cuter than your wife. And the number 1 reason to watch the SMAAC Hour is, after channel surfing and looking through the TV guide, you realize we are the best thing on the air. Sad state of affairs. So, our next skit is actually something that we tried once before, way back when I first started doing the show. We went around downtown and asked a bunch of people questions about issues that simply did not and could not exist, and got some interesting answers. And I don't get away with doing that as well as I used to anymore because for some reason people around town know me. It sounds like you're watching the show. I don't get it. Anyway, I found a friend though who was willing to to ask the questions for me, and we had a really good time. So we're going to do that. We'll go ask the questions for me. We had a lot of fun with it. I'm going to show you a little clip from the first time we did it, and then we'll do what we did last week. We'll show what we did last week. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned.
SMAAC Hour News, I'm Adolf Van Venton Crotch. A program note, SMAAC Hour News wishes to apologize for the earlier incidents, obviously a communist plot. Our top story, Oklahoma City bombing. President Clinton has promised tough new legislation. He wants to make it illegal to bomb federal buildings. And with the trial well underway, the prosecution is trying to tie McVeigh in with other well-known hate groups. They released today that upon his arrest, he was carrying a Jesse Helms business card. In other news, a recent study shows that the highway violence has jumped 57% since 1990. To comment on all what this means, we now go to our statistics expert and my lovely sister, Thelma Van Venton Crotch. Thelma?
Action 2.
Process the guys in college and stuff. You're qualified for the job, and we really like to give it to you, but we're an equal opportunity employer and woman of life as well. We have to give it to her. And I just walked out shaking my head. I'm thinking, but the job is for jacking off for a gay porno flick, for Christ's sake, you know? Jesus. I mean, so I apologize. This light's really red, really bright. My eyes are really red. I apologize. I had sex earlier today. And I always had red eyes after sex. I think it's the mace. Yeah, I know what that feels like. So I bought this book, 1001 Sexual Positions. What a rip-off that was. After position 72, it said, "If you're on in, you will need a partner." So I just got out of the longest relationship of my life. God, what a month that was. And it's amazing how relationships change after you're in them for a while. It was like week 3, you know, and in the first couple of weeks, anything would get to bed. You know, and then it's like, so you want to come to bed? She's like, no, I'm watching the news. Oh, well, when's I get over it? It's CNN. So, I'm getting older, and all of my friends, all my life, have been giving me shit about my car. I've had the same car for 15 years, and somewhere, somehow, in the past 15 years, Vegas have lost their sex appeal. Go figure. You know, but I don't make a lot. I live in Vermont, you know, and I'm trying to join the yuppies, you know, so I figure I'm going to buy a new car. So I go to Walmart, and I'm in the Hyundai section. And the salesman comes up, and he's like, "Oh, you're interested in that?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Are these things safe? You know, I heard somebody was recently killed in a head-on accident in one of these things." And the salesman says, "Yeah, well, that's because he wasn't wearing his seatbelt." And I said, "Well, either was the jogger." He walked away from it. You know, we get in the thing, and he's showing me all these great features. You know how to start it. You push the little button, you pull the string. We're going down the street, and he says, "And this has the driver's side airbag. For a few dollars extra, you get the optional passenger side airbag." And suddenly, I envision myself going down the street with my ex-wife in the car, and I'm like, "I'm just upgrading the rear speakers. That's fine." So I'm driving down the street in the Honda, and I get the bitchin' stereo cranked up, and you hear this Rolling Stones song, and then you hear, "That was Easy 93. And you're thinking, these Rolling Stones and easy listening, man, I'm getting old. I remember when it used to be Jaroslav Quartet doing elevator music, and now it's what was then rock from hell. And I'm thinking, what's going to happen when your generation gets older?
The other 2 acts don't want their shows now.
That's fine. Okay. I'm just doing that.
I don't think it's probably a big denomination amongst this crowd, but this place is sponsored by WOKO, and we usually have a lot of country people here. I personally cannot listen to country music because if I want to listen to somebody whine and hiss and moan, I'll call my mother. I'm a rock person, and I recently went to a rock concert with my younger brother who was about 19, and it really brought back some memories of my youth. You know, when I was your age, I used to drink this SMAAC beer. It was like $6 for a case. You know. I could afford it, you know. My roommate, he used to like to get stoned, but he couldn't afford weed. So he used to smoke a lot of catnip. It made him a pretty interesting person. He used to stand in the middle of the floor and just stare at me for hours and hours. And then out of nowhere, he'd jump up to the window. And after he put the plexiglass there, he could stay on the window for quite a while. He kept the mice down in the apartment. That was nice. But eventually he finally got it. He broke his neck trying to whip his ass.
Hey, what?
Yeah, heart attack.
No?
So, old age sucks, I say. I have no life. You know, I find myself watching a lot of movies recently. I rented a Star Trek movie not that long ago, and I like the old cast, you know, the third one. And I was watching it and I'm thinking, is it just me, or is it that every alien in the galaxy can speak better English than Mr. Chekhov and Mr. Scott? And I'm watching it, and as long as you're a main character, no matter how sick you are, no matter what happens to you, Dr. McCoy can get you back to perfect health in 5 minutes and back on the bridge. And Mr. Spock always takes care of the problems, figures out what it is, and implements whatever it is wrong. And Scotty, no matter what, no matter how badly the ship has been blown up, can get it back and running in a few minutes if they're in a bad situation. But what really annoys me is who gets credit for everything? Captain Kirk. And everyone's a pass. William Shatner just wants God. And Scotty is basically a mechanic who is like, mechanics are not polite, I sir kind of people. I know, I've worked in the mechanical field myself. I think you think about it, you know? If Scotty were a real person, a real mechanic, put us through a real life situation like that, you know? Scotty, I need more power in 5 minutes or we're all dead. What the fuck do you think I am, laddie? Listen, if I'm down here, Jesus Christ, I'm giving her all she's got. Come down here and fix it yourself, you rug-wearing, green, bitch fucking nobody to talk this ass, sure. Reality. I was watching this James Bond movie, and I'm thinking the special effects are nice and all that, but this guy, the one thing that impresses me is this guy knows how to get laid. I walk up to some chick and goes, Bond. James Bond. The next scene, they're in bed together. Okay, well, I wonder if it's the accent. Maybe that could work for me. She said, Paul Cook. He said, Paul. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. You guys have been a lot of fun. Our next guy's up. Thank you.
Hey, Florian, what's up?
Hello, Paul. I made some more artwork.
Wow, that's very.
I've been working on it all afternoon. It's one of my best pieces so far.
It certainly is.
I can't go on like this.
What's wrong?
I have some things I need to tell you, Paul. I have to come clean. I just can't go on like this.
Well, what could it be?
It's very difficult to talk about.
I've known you for a good 10 years now. I think I know you pretty well. What's the problem?
You don't go out the whole truth, Paul. It's very difficult for me to talk about it.
Well, just whatever it is, I'm sure we can work through it. Why don't you just tell me what it is? We'll go from there.
It's hard for me, Paul. I feel like a phony, a fake, a fraud.
Really?
I'm not the real person that I talk about right now. It's very difficult for me. I'll start slowly build up. I'm not from Germany.
You're not from Germany?
No.
But I visited your family there.
They weren't my real family. I had to go and fake it.
Why? Why would you do something like that?
I just feel ashamed of my background. I'm sorry. But that's not it, there's more. My name is not really Florian.
It's not Florian.
My name is really Harold Jackson.
Harold Jackson, but that's a...
I know, Paul. I had to come clean with you, man.
It's a black name.
The truth is, Paul, alright? I'm black.
You're black? You're black? You've lived with me for 5 years and just now you're telling me you're black?
I'm sorry, man.
I'm shocked. I mean, you never shared this with anybody?
Anyone
now? You've never told me this before, you're black? But, oh my, do you realize if people have seen us together in public, they might think that I'm black?
I know what you're possibly going through, my brother. But I gotta tell you, I had to come clean with you.
You're black. Is this something that I can just wake up and be one day too? Just from being around you, am I gonna turn black?
Man, I don't know. I'm having trouble coping with it
over the
myself.
years, I've noticed things like the hair and that strange walk occasionally, but you can't dance kind of well, come to think of it, but it occurred to me.
Paul, listen up. Do you need a hug?
I think I do.
Alright.
This friend is black.
I'm gonna go take out the Soul Train albums.
Soul Train albums. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. Crap.
And now, SMAAC Hour News with Adolf Van Ventenkroch. Good evening with SMAAC Hour News. I'm Adolf Van Ventenkroch. Our top story, the religious right wing, otherwise known as the KKK, has boycotted Disney for their gay-friendly policies. In response, the gay community has boycotted the religious right wing. They are no longer buying their liquor and cigarettes. They are now buying from the Canadians. To put all this in perspective, we now go to our expert on the subject and my lovely sister, Thelma Van Ventenkroch. Thelma.
First right wing, I am the beautiful Thelma Van Ventenkroch. First of all, let me say this. A lot of the people around here have been saying, well, at least the religious right wing is taking a stand. Well, I'll point out a little instant in history when someone else took a stand. On April 1st, 1933, Adolf Hitler boycotted all the Jewish businesses, and we know what happened after that little stand he took. Let's face it, people, these are racist motherfuckers from hell who hate everybody who isn't just like them, so fuck the religious right wing. These are the kind of people that like to go to lynchings after church and burn people's houses down that they don't like. What is their creed, read? Oh, love thy neighbor as long as they're of our own persuasion. We're the right supreme beings, after all. These are the kind of people that go around at abortion clinics and going, oh, pro-life, you murdering bastards. And then they say, well, fuck any kid that's born in a poor family, we're not going to give you a penny. The contract with America comes to mind. Well, what Disney is trying to do is simply treat all the segments of the population equally. And come to think of it, isn't that what religion is all about? But now the right wing is like, oh, fuck anybody, it isn't like us. Well, fuck the religious right wing, they can all get fucked themselves, and I got the little boycott is going to hurt Disney. But as far as I'm concerned, they're a bunch of white supremacist assholes, and they should be shot. Thank you very much. Commenting on the religious right wing, I am the beautiful Thelma Van Ventenkroch. Back to you, Adolf.
Thelma? In other news, prostitute Paula Jones and her pimp have told President Clinton they will settle out of court if he agrees to pay the initial $50 fee. SMAAC Hour News will continue in a moment. In foreign news, with the addition of Poland and the Czech Republic as part of NATO, the U.S. will have two more burdensome nations to protect at taxpayer expense. Talk about the need for welfare reform. To comment on NATO and put all this in perspective, we now go to our top foreign policy expert and my mother, Micah Van Ventenkroch. Mother?
Oh, would you please turn that off? I'm not Thelma, for God's sake. Oh, horrible, horrible noise. Commenting on the newest additions to NATO, I am Blanca Van Ventenkroch, and you Americans crack me up, you see, because all you do is bitch about welfare, and yet you take on to these other whiny-ass little countries that cost you billions and billions and billions of dollars to defend, and you don't have worry about that, but you don't like supporting all the fat welfare bitches. But I must tell you, as sad as it may be, that the only way you'll ever see your tax money again is by supporting the fat, annoying welfare bitches, because they buy the products that the working people point out, you know, the cigarettes and the potato chips and the beer. So at least the money comes back full circle every first of the month, within an hour after they get their money. It goes to the landlords, the slumlords, and then to the fat food. And so I think before you take on all these little countries, you need to rethink your welfare reform policies, because this is extending welfare far beyond what most people comprehend, you dumb folks. Thank you very much. Commenting on NATO, I am Blanca Van Ventenkroch. Back to you, Adolf. Please, no more of that.
Thank you, Mother. We're now going to pause for a new section of SMAAC Hour News called Just a Fact. Fact. My ex-wife is a real bitch. Fact. I really hate my apartment. Fact. I need a new car. And that's this week's edition of Just the Facts. In other news, edition of the Today's Women's Alliance Against Taboo Society, otherwise known as TWATS, has been a great source of humor over the past several weeks. In fact, the girls are getting downright catty. No one is enjoying this more than our own anti-twat and my lovely sister, Thelma Van Ventenkroch. Commenting on twats, Thelma?
Wrong again, sorry. Commenting commenting on the Burlington edition of Twats. I am the beautiful Thelma Van Venton Crouch. I was having lunch the other day with my old friend Rodney Dangerfield, and I asked him what he thought about the Twats, and he goes,
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, these are lovely ladies, lovely ladies. Now I know why attackers eat their young, you know what I'm saying? Oh, lovely ladies.
and I said, what do you think about this Janet Reno thing?
Oh, Janet Reno, oh, lovely lady, lovely lady. Tell her John Holmes called you wants his dick back, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's a really classy lady, yeah, I'll tell you.
People, the problem with the Twats, especially the Burlington Twats, is these little meetings are paid for out of your tax dollars. Therefore, it's perfectly legitimate that the Channel 17 would want to go there and film it. But these militant bulldogs don't want to talk about the issues going on in the city. They want to discuss the best ways to kickstart their vibrators and roll their own tampons. They don't want to talk about the issues that they're supposed to be talking about, so they don't want it on film. And it turned into this little cat fight with this big bitch going over and unplugging the TV, and it got all shaken out of hand. I mean, really, they're supposed to be talking about the community and child rearing and shelters for battered women and things like that. And what are they talking about? You know, oh, you're a gay basher or you're a straight basher. Well, fuck these twats. They're just a bunch of bulldogs from hell. Let's face it, people, these bulldogs are fucked up. The last thing we should be doing is funding their meetings, for God's sakes. Let them go down to some bar on North Street and meet where all the other redneck psychopaths go, for Christ's sake. Give them any chance to represent our population. Anyways, they're a small segment of the population. I think we should just send them off to North Street and put them out of their misery or something and let us get back to business. Fuck the twats. Commenting on twats, I am the beautiful Thelma Van Venton Crouch. Back to you, Ada.
With the help of a few billion taxpayer dollars, NASA has sent a go-butt to Mars. Some fossils have been found that open up the possibility that humans relocated from Mars after destroying that planet's ozone layer. Other proof to back this theory has been found in a photo album belonging to Ronald Reagan. The photo apparently shows Reagan making the trip as a small boy. SMAAC Hour News will continue in a moment. All hail the Führer, Howard Dean, as he tries to link smoking with driving privileges. He wishes to enact a law that will fine minors $25 for smoking and suspend their driver's license if they refuse to pay. If successful, he also plans to expand the law to include senior citizens and welfare recipients. The creator of SMAAC Hour News, Paul Cook, asked to have the following editorial read on the air since the Free Press, Vermont Times, and Seven Dyke refused to print it. Following is an editorial from our creator. While trying to believe that I'm having a nightmare, I'm slowly accepting the frightening concept that I live in a state where people gleefully elect out the likes of Howard Dean. Of course, living in a world where Adolf Hitler was once mesmerized by a whole nation, one has to accept that anything is possible. Given the wealth Dean came from, it's hardly surprising he does not possess the ability to comprehend the daily struggles of the working poor. What I fail to understand is how he remains a popular governor in a state that consists with a large percentage of working poor. There is a very natural, environmental-friendly, multi-million-dollar industry on our doorsteps, but because of Dean's stubborn, uninformed, elitist attitude, we shouldn't plan on our economy changing anytime soon. That industry, of course, would be hemp. With the countless fabrics and oils that could be produced from hemp, the possibilities are endless. Dr. Dean, of course, believes hemp and marijuana are one and the same. Granted, they have similarities, except one. Hemp does not contain THC, period. How can a supposedly educated man make such a stupid, uninformed statement, and in spite of abundant proof to the contrary, continue to back his ignorance? Another example I would like to point out is although it's politically popular to outlaw or overtax anything that doesn't fall into the standards of decent society, what people often seem to forget is that every time a law is passed, more freedom is lost. This country was founded because people wanted to escape unfair taxation, overly intrusive laws, and the hierarchy of elitists. Yet, in a little over 200 years, we've created just that. The AMA, as well as most of those educated in the medical profession, acknowledge that alcoholism is a disease. As with any disease, treatment should be available to anyone suffering from it. For many poor people who blindly turn to alcohol initially to escape the turmoil, it becomes a huge and costly, burdensome illness that stalks them for the rest of their lives. Sending DWI offenders to jail, why not place them in a facility where they can get help? Once again, alcohol is recognized as an illness. Why not start treating it as one? Paul suggested this to Howard Dean after a governor's debate in 1992. Howard quickly replied, crooks are crooks. Is this really the kind of representation we want in Vermont? The final example is the one we were just speaking of. There is probably no stronger voice against smoking than my own, but we, at least for now, live in a land of freedom. Howard Dean wants to write a law that would fine juvenile smokers $25. To ensure collecting the fine, he wants to suspend their driver's license. In a state with the worst public transportation in the country, driving is not a privilege, it's a necessity. If some of these young people are fortunate enough to be employed, losing their license could cost them their job. Smoking and driving are clearly not linked, period. Why are we are just now discovering the possibility in health risk in dairy products. Are the Howard Deans of 20 years from now going to suspend your license for having your ice cream cone? This state under Howard Dean is slowly turning into a monarchy. If he continues to get reelected, or God forbid, seeks higher office, we'll all be flocking to China for a better way of life. P.S. Adolf Van Ventencrotch is one hell of a newsman. That was Paul Cook, the big cheese down there at the SMAAC Hour. And finally, in tabloid news, the he-she Michael Jackson and Eddie Murphy are teaming up for a new rock video called My Girl Has a Hard-On All the Time. With SMAAC Hour News, I'm Adolf Van Ventencrotch, and that's all I know.
What the fuck are you doing? Keep on going, you piece of shit. We're gonna miss the light. My grandmother can drive better than that.
I'm sorry, I can't drive a standard very well.
Oh my God, want me to get out and drive that fucking piece of shit for you? I'll drive out the goddamn lift. Got the personality of a roof shingle. Come on. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, Christ. You're stupid ass horrible driving. Come on. Why don't you have somebody else drive that car for you? Where'd you get your license? Mail order? Come on. That's it. You do it. When you learn how to drive, you get What the hell are you doing? Come on! Come on! What the hell's the matter with you?
1 minute. I just got this car.
I don't give a rat's ass. You're blocking my way. Get out of the fucking way!
I'm sorry. Just 1 second.
Come on! Jesus Christ! You just hit my fucking car! What the hell's the matter with you?
I'm sorry.
Stupid fuck! Are you out of your mind? Where'd you get your license, Rambo? You idiot!
Why with this fucking car? Ah! God, we're going home.
Hello, folks. Are you the timid, passive type? Do you find yourself always being intimidated by people? Then you need to come down to Dexter Marshall Center for Offensive Driving. We'll teach you how to fight back. You won't have to take crap from people anymore. Come to Dexter Marshall Center for Offensive Driving. The phone number is 555-1414. That's 555-1414. Come on down today.
Thanks again for bringing me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Put the couch behind your car, I mean. You know, maybe just help you out a bit next time. Oh! Good luck. Good luck.
Yes.
Skip Wendelberg is here to see you.
Oh, was that pathetic amp that called earlier?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Oh, all right. Send him in.
Go on in, sir.
Mr. Wendelberg?
Dr. Marshall?
Yes. Have a seat.
Thank you.
So what can we do for you today, Mr. Wendelberg?
Well, doctor, I have this small problem. I'm not an offensive driver. I'm too passive, and people belittle me on the street.
Yes, you seem to be very withdrawn and whiny and somewhat on the submissive side, Mr. Wendelberg. So you want to be a more assertive driver? Is that what brought you here? Or did you come for counseling of some sort? Because we offer both services here.
I'd like to be a more offensive driver.
Mm-hmm. Are you having problems with people running you off the road and things of that nature, or is it just something that...
Yes, and even small children on their bicycles will run me off the road. And
it doesn't really surprise me, given the timidness of your pathetic nature that you seem to portray, so I can understand that. I know the person that would be perfect for you. She's a little rough around the edges, but it's very hard to be timid with this person. I think if you spent a little bit of time with this particular lady that we have on our staff, she could help you get in touch with your aggressive side somewhat. I think she's free this afternoon, actually. Her name is Mrs. Crack, and once again, she is a little rough around the edges, but I think if you're willing to spend a little time with her, she could help you to get in touch with your aggressive nature.
That would be great.
Okay, well, why don't I see if Mrs. Crack is available. I think I have her schedule back here somewhere. Let's see, Marge is free from 2 to 3 this afternoon, in fact. So if you'd like to meet her out in our upper deck parking lot over on the side of the building around 2 o'clock, I'll let her know that you're coming.
That would be great. And I recently had my car stolen by some hoodlum. The police were looking into it. I don't have a vehicle to drive.
Oh well, we have a car actually. It's one of my cars, so it won't leave the parking lot because Mrs. Crack doesn't have a license. But you can use that one if you like.
That would be excellent. And what kind of a fee do we charge?
We charge $75 an hour.
All right.
We take credit cards. I'm assuming you're parentally funded given your pathetic nature, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, I haven't left home yet.
I figured as much. Okay, very good. Then meet Mrs. Crack around 2. Bring your credit card. She has one of the little slide things in the car. We keep one in all of our company cars. And I think we can probably help you out. But give you a little more offensive nature on the road, and perhaps you'll be cussing and swearing like the rest of them in no time.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Marshall.
Milberg. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Bye.
What a freaking loser.
The important thing to do when you're in fucking traffic is not to let anyone take fucking advantage of you. I never take shit from anybody, so the important thing is if somebody goes to cut you off, you cut that motherfucker right off. Get in their fucking way. Don't give me any fucking shit. You got it?
Look, this is Crack. Isn't that kind of dangerous?
Fuck dangerous! You go right in there. You don't want them fuckers in front of you because you know they're going to stop and turn at some fucking point. You're going to have to use your goddamn brakes. And that sucks. So, let's pretend we're in traffic now and we're going to do some driving around.
Well, should we be doing this in traffic?
Well, normally we do it in traffic, but I lost my fucking license a couple of months ago when I ran over that goddamn kid. I don't know what the big deal is. He can still fucking walk, but it's going to court and all this shit, so we gotta do it in the parking lot today. Alright, turn the goddamn car on, for Christ's sakes! You can't be that timid, you'll never learn a fucking thing!
What about...
Alright, we don't wear fucking seatbelts. See, if somebody cuts you off and you want to go out there and beat the shit out of them, but by the time you take the seatbelt off, they're gone. You gotta be aggressive, for Christ's sakes, you stupid weaselly fuck. Now turn the car on.
Okay.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
You're kind of cute, you know. We'll have to talk later on.
Thank you, Mrs. Crack.
All right, it's Miss Crack now. I'm divorced. Gotta give it a little gas.
Give it a little gas.
Give it a little gas. That pedal there, you dumb fuck.
Okay.
Fucking push it. Turn the get. All right, now. It's an older car, so you got a baby in it.
Alright. I got you.
Now you're putting D. D for direction. Alright. Stop now. Somebody just cut you off. Now what do you say?
Don't do that again.
Oh, for God's sake. You say, you dumb motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you. How am I gonna get my welfare check when you're fucking cutting me off? Try it, you try it.
Okay, so driving?
Driving. Somebody cuts you off.
Cuts me off.
Stop! They cut you off.
Okay.
What do you say?
You dumb son of a bitch!
Motherfucker! Say it with me, motherfucker!
Mother...
Fucker!
Fucker. Fucker.
Fucker.
Right.
Fucker.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
All right, now try this. You dumb motherfucker.
You dumb motherfucker.
Louder.
You dumb motherfucker.
Oh, you look sexy when you do that. Yeah, you're getting the hang of it. Oh, yeah, baby. Now say it with me. You dumb motherfucker!
You dumb motherfucker!
There, now you're getting it.
Okay.
You don't take any shit from these dumbass fucks. You gotta get your welfare fucking check. You can't have this shit. Now, all right, now let's pretend you're driving and someone cut you off, and they're going really slow. What do you do?
I don't know.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, if they're going slow, goddamn hard, and you say, "Go on, I ain't got a fucking day." Try it. How many?
Go on, I ain't got a fucking day.
Wow, you're getting the hang of it. That's really good. Yeah. All right, now let's take that. I hear you have this clutch problem, right?
Yeah, I have a couple.
All right, what you do with a
new car.
What you do with a clutch? You hit the gas all the way to the floor.
Okay.
You pop the motherfucker on, and you just go. If someone gets in your way, you got to clutch. You bumper tap them, and you push them out of your fucking way.
That's legal.
Yeah. It doesn't need legal schmiegel. The cop stops you, you blow them. It's not a big deal. Don't you know anything? All you gotta do when they stop you is just say, "Look, pull your dick out, I'll suck you off, we'll call it even." That works all the time with them because they don't get blowjobs very even often. That's why they're cops. Now, you're not sure if they're turning. What do you do?
Farm.
Are you fucking turning or what?
Okay.
Say that.
Are you fucking turning or what?
There you go. You're getting the hang of it. Now we're going around a corner and there's some little kid that was running out in front of you. What do you do?
Lay on the gas.
That's right. Exactly. Now you got it.
Okay.
And don't lose our cameraman. Now.
Yeah, I stopped like this, and I stalled the car.
Okay. Now what? Do you have a gun?
No.
Do you know how to shoot a gun?
Never.
All right. You got to go down and buy a gun. That'll be in the next lesson. And when they start honking at you from behind, you pull the gun out and say, "You want a piece of this, you motherfucker?" Try it. You stop now.
Okay.
And there's a car behind you. What do you do? He's saying, "Go on, you dumb fuck, move." What do you say?
And I have a gun.
You have a gun.
Okay. Do you want a piece of this, you motherfucker?
Motherfucker, I say it right.
Motherfucker!
That's right.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so you gotta get, you're thinking if you're in a hurry, you gotta get to the welfare office. They close at 5. You don't want to wait till the next fucking day to get your money. All right, now let's go.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Now, somebody just cut you off. What do you do?
You stupid fuck! Don't you know how to drive?
And you can throw in a few things like fuckface and shit ass and good names like that.
Shit-ass,
Yeah,
okay.
fuckface is a good one.
Is that
yeah.
going to be on the test?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, you
Okay.
have to. So far, you've only said fuck 7 times, and we need more fuck coming out of you here.
Okay.
That's an important fucking thing when you're fucking driving.
Fucking right.
All right, that's fucking right. You're getting the when you're driving. That's the whole point of being in a fucking car. You don't want to crawl along. So when someone, that's why you drive a big car like this. Somebody pulls out in front of you right now. You drive up to them and you bumper tap them and you push them. And if they start crying, you go, "Fuck you!" Let me see your bird. You got a good bird going there? Oh, come on. Fuck you! Put it up there.
Fuck you!
Fuck
you!
Sit on this.
Sit on this!
Sit on this, motherfucker.
Sit on this, motherfucker!
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker!
Sit on this, motherfucker.
Sit on this, motherfucker!
Now you're getting it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting horny. Boy, you're cute. That's a sexy way of handling yourself. That's nice. I like that. I'm going to give you an A for today's lesson, but we got to just go over things again. Now, someone cut you off. What do you do?
Someone cuts me off, I lay on the horn, and you stupid motherfucker, what do you think you're doing?
That's better. That's better. Now, you're stalled and someone's behind you. What do you do?
I reach for my gun, and then I say, "You want a piece of this, motherfucker?"
Motherfucker! Put some emphasis on it. Motherfucker!
Okay.
All right. Little kid runs out in front of you. What do you do?
You fucking hit him.
Don't kill our cameraman, but yes, that's right. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our lesson for today.
All right.
I want to see some improvement in you next week, though. I want to aggress you because we're going to go out in traffic. I'm going to get one of them guys that has the license thing, and we're going to go out in traffic next time and fuck with some people.
Fuck with some people.
What are you doing later tonight?
No.
The Hog's Tooth tonight around 8 o'clock. I'll be there. I give really good fucking head. I'd love to fucking knock on you for a while.
Thank you, Mrs. Crack.
It's Miss Crack. I'm
Miss
divorced.
Crack.
Nice ass. Bye. Bye. Nice ass.
The SMAAC Hour will star the almost ready for Fox players Paul Cook, Pat Cook, Kyle Plant. TR is Beth Alden, Jed Boulier, Ralph Perez. Special guest appearances by Jared Levin, Matt Gauselman, Paul Means, Mike Lavis, Rose Critchlow, The Professor, and Marianne. The SMAAC Hour was written and directed by Paul Cook with the help of Prozac. Sets courtesy of Earth. Camera work thankfully provided by Trembling Hills. Special thanks to Mike Efron. Technical directors refused to be identified. The SMAAC Hour was sponsored by Paws Auto at 863-8039. Complete auto body. Lots of mechanical stuff too. Reasonable rates and free estimates. The SMAAC Hour is a Paul Cook production and was recorded almost live on location. We'll see you again on Access USA.
Wow.